What's up, guys? I'm Josh.
I'm Marissa.
And I'm Rendrell.
And welcome to Let's Plays Animes,
the channel where we cover
anime, animations, and video games.
And welcome back to our fourth My Hero Academia video.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, the fourth episode.
Yeah,
This is, I believe it's called Start Line. If you guys watched our episode 3, you would know that it got taken down for some copyright things.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places.
So I did have to reload a different version, so if your comments are gone, you can re-comment the same comment if you want to, and we'll reply the same way it was. Or you can just rewatch our episode 3 video, whatever makes you happiest. But yeah, be sure to, if you haven't already, be sure to watch the previous episodes that we've been doing. We've been doing this My Hero Academia journey. I really appreciate, they really appreciate, we really appreciate all of the support that you guys have been giving us, some of the really heartfelt comments, and just a lot of supportive comments kind of out of nowhere. Like, I got RKO'd by some heartfelt comments in the morning.
That was clean though. I like that shit.
But yeah, it was really awesome. So yeah, you guys can check out the previous episodes, follow our journey. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe down below and click the bell button to stay updated with our content. And like the video if you like the video, of course. And be sure to share the video with your friends. And with that being said, let's get right into the episode for today. Bam.
国民栄誉賞を打診されるもこれを個人ナンバーワンヒーローオールマイト事件解決数史上最多
Resolve most instances of this.
Oh, he looked fire. Wait, no pun intended. No pun intended for real.
Ew, what's that outfit?
He acts like his hair is a hat.
Trying to be Urkel.
そして僕の遊泳への入学試験に挑む踏み出すんだずっと憧れてきたヒーローへの第一歩
He can most definitely do it.
Oh my god.
Okay, we here. About time.
We here.
Thank goodness. Battle scene.
Dang. Is this in their backyard? Like, what?
Oh, Return of the Tracksuit.
At least it's not green.
But it's blue.
I know, it's my favorite color.
10 minutes. So this is all 10 minutes. 1-pointer, 2-pointer, 3-pointer. Oh, that guy?
Yeah, that guy. Because when he was wearing...
he's like, go! It already started.
Everyone's just chilling.
Episode 4, Start Line.
So what shade of blue is his tracksuit?
Oh my god.
Oh, are you really petty like that?
You don't know. They were arguing over the color of my shirt before we started recording.
And it is Air Force Blue, alright?
Right.
It's not gray.
Right, you're a blue shade professional, so.
This after he swallowed. Man, got that running physique though.
Squeeze your
down.
Butt, your buttocks.
Oh. Robot number 1, boys. What you
Oh,
gonna
okay,
do?
that's the first point.
Is this a 1-pointer?
Yeah, this is a 1-pointer. You're talking about killing people. Jeez.
Right. Woo. That animation was
Wait, what? Oh, heck no. Oh, no, bro.
Yeah.
He can miss me with that. He can go with that, bro.
Imagine being killed by that.
Oh,
That would be the most embarrassing death you could have ever had.
Hell no.
6 minutes left. Okay, her quote, or her floating.
That's super useful.
Oh, so she touches them, she makes them float, and then she puts her hands together. 28 points, dang.
Whoa, you're slacking.
That was actually cool. It reminds me of Might Guide. Dynamic entry.
Oh yeah.
45. They got a cool looking home base thing. Oh boy, sliding, gliding.
Glide. Oh my god. I'm done.
What are they?
My boy.
Damn.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Bakuya. You already know his powers are useful for this. Boom, boom, boom. Explosions. Uh-oh. Haven't they ever seen the don't press the red button? What's going on? They shook. Oh, snap. Oh, this is the 0-pointer thing that they're supposed to avoid, I think.
So I mean, if he like hit you, you go to 0?
No, I just think that like they don't get any points for destroying it. So they basically should just avoid it in a way, but it's just really powerful.
So if I hit it or kill it, just get it out of the way.
I think nothing, but it seems more like a waste of time. Like I don't think anyone has like a quirk that big to just take it. Less than 2 minutes? Yeah, come on, bro. Don't let the homie down.
You ate his hair. Like, you gotta do something, bro.
Oh, no.
Homegirl.
Best girl stuck. That animation is clean.
I love how his eyes are glowing.
Yeah, she saved you from falling. You gotta save her from dying, I guess? Do they let people die in these exams?
Uh-oh,
I know, right?
The song, though.
Oh, let's go the hype song.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
I love how they... Oh, I love how they animate.
Wow, that's crazy. Oh, no.
That's so
That's
lit.
really cool.
I ain't like that tracksuit anyway.
Squeeze your buttocks.
Damn. I love how they do that.
Oh, is All Might there? They know it's All Might's face, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
let's go.
Right,
It looks so different in the dark of that room.
Okay.
Ooh, look at his... look at his arm.
There should be a piece of cake.
Oh.
Oh, his legs are broken too? Whoa.
Ooh, I can't. The feeling.
Stop.
Oh my god, his fingers. Ugh. Detroit Smash. Just a punch, basically. Oof. He's gotta aim a punch at the ground to break his fall. That could work, but like, he's gotta end up with all his limbs.
Yeah, all his limbs are
broke.
gonna be done.
He's so smart, though, for thinking about that.
That's true. Because think about how fast you actually have to be falling.
Yeah.
You can't even catch it. What? Okay. Oh, yeah.
Her flotation power.
Yeah, she have to hit him or touch him. That makes sense.
That's good accuracy on her part. Because, like, you have to...
Yeah.
A lot of people are bad with
So
depth
her
perception.
downfall, she have to throw up.
She's like...
She have to throw up on her down. Like, she gets sick, it looks like.
Realistic, which I like.
Yeah, it's not like they can just, like, use their broken power over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't even think that, Bakugo has limits.
Yeah.
That man's power just broke. That's funny. She's like the nurse or something, probably.
Eat some gummies. Good job.
Cause she has like syringes as her walk stick and her hair body cover.
That's funny. Oh, I didn't see that.
The backbone.
That's so cute.
Oh dear.
Ew.
Old lady. Youthful heroine recovery.
Oh, so you're recovering.
That's broke.
That's
She
crazy.
can kiss people and heal all their injuries.
Look at that. It's fucked up. Ew.
That is busted. All right, they have to have some limit to that because like that's crazy. I like envy Japanese dinners all the time.
I know,
Their
they
stuff
always
looks
look so good. I swear. Every anime.
All Might. I was about to say, he like walking in. Man, I thought he was going to university. It's high school.
Alright, that's cool. His door side
I know.
has like an All Might design. What the heck? Is that a coin?
Oh, that's cool.
I'm here as a
Wow, that's so flashy.
I wonder if it's like a pre-recording or like a live thing because it seems like they're talking to each other.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. Talking about you, my guy.
Kind of plain looking.
It's me. Aww.
あの人、せめてワンポイントって言ってて、私聞いてて、だからまだ0ポイントだったんじゃって。
I just got like.
He got an 8.
I just got chills.
He got 8. You
She
better
got
get all
60
10.
points. Oh, and she got 45 points for saving him. That's funny. So it helped her then too.
This is too crazy.
Like, imagine it like explaining this to his mom.
I
Mom, I
know.
got in. How you don't have a quirk?
I know, it's
They send
weird.
video footage to the house. He just like punches the robot. She's like, what is going on?
You know, Mom, I had this all the time.
Right.
That doctor was stupid.
夢の高校生活が始まる。
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Are you like clapping or punching your hand?
I'm clapping
I
and punching at the same time.
swear.
It's too
these
lit.
episodes
It's too
are,
lit.
are
Every
too short.
episode is heartwarming. So heartwarming, literally. I'm
It's
like,
too
I got
lit.
chills again.
That's crazy. Like, it really didn't seem like that long.
No, it didn't.
Like, it seemed
flew
like
by.
10 minutes, like, every time.
That one really flew by too.
Yeah.
It really did. But a lot happened in that episode once you think about it.
Yeah.
From the exams to finding out that he actually got in when he thought he failed. Like, that's actually a big
I wonder how,
progression.
like, the feeling is for, like, not having a power. And then, like, because obviously, like, he still had to, like, activate the power. You know what I mean? So it means that he just subconsciously, like, willed it to activate, but he's never felt the feeling of activating it before.
Yeah, this is his first time.
You know what I mean? So it must be like weird for him, you know?
Yeah.
It's like if like if we don't have tails or something similar, and then like we have to learn how to use a tail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it would just
it'd
be
be
weird
weird.
because you like if you think about it, you're just like, how would I move it?
It's probably like having another sense, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like a seventh sense or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
kind of awkward.
But then his arms and his legs was broken. Like, does that hurt or no? Cause he was like, my arms and legs are
Yeah,
broken."
because he was like that. Oh, there's an after credit scene.
You didn't hear me? No, I passed.
Oh, he looks so cute.
She's like, how?
Aww.
She didn't get a
Dude,
guy
man.
though.
Oh my god. Next time. What that?
オールマイト初日にある個性把握テスト
My boy. You already know he made it in. That wasn't even a
Yeah,
surprise.
of course. That guy.
次回今僕にできること
And we're in the school outfits. They look cool. Go beyond plus ultra. But yeah, that's crazy. Like,
His face.
My dude ugly.
he said
I gotta be straight with him.
that dude ugly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy. I mean, like, the takeaway from the episode was just such a strong point. Like, first, like, his quirk. Then, if he uses his quirk, he gets, like, busted up really bad. Because, like, you saw, like, his entire arm was, like, red. And then he said that it was broken. Which I guess, like, his arm gets red on the surface from breaking and, like, all the blood is in there.
Like,
You can see it
yeah.
on the surface. But, like, his actual knuckle, where he, like, made contact with the robot, was, like, busted open and bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then his fingers were like, I can't even do it. Like,
It's like he got the
And then when he was falling, he was like this. like a fucking flag.
yeah,
through the
his
wind.
feet were like. I would just be like, and that's crazy because like that shows you like how different of a character Deku is or Izuku is.
Yeah.
Just because like number one, think about if you receive those powers from All Might, you wouldn't know how to use them. He subconsciously used the powers got up in the air, punched the robot, and then while he was falling, which he only had like a couple seconds, like he was thinking about how to save himself. A lot of people would have been like, I'm screwed. I'm falling.
I feel like in the first few episodes, that's all it's taking for them to like foreshadow certain things about his personality and who he's gonna be, and like how fast he calculated that situation. He's really smart, and even though that's kind of imagine falling and all your limbs except one are completely flopping in the wind, and you have to think about how to save yourself from dying from the fall, all in a matter of a few seconds while you're falling, which already causes stress, you know.
Yeah. So, and in another way, you have to think about that it's very different from shonen characters in general, because, like, this boy on my shirt, he ain't smart when he fights. Like, this boy's stupid. He just be getting lucky. And then, like, I mean, I guess Naruto's smart to an extent when he's in the second half of Naruto, but he's definitely not smart in the first half. Yeah. And then, like, Ichigo doesn't fight smart either in Bleach. So, like, the big three are already losing to My Hero Academia in like terms of having a really smart main character.
In terms of intelligence,
that like thinks out things. It's usually the enemies in the shonens that are like really smart, that are like, oh, if he does this, I'll do this, and if he does this, I'll do this, and that makes them like a good villain. But it's interesting that they made Deku really, really smart, because he's able to just think through scenarios that other people can't usually think through.
And he also studies all the heroes too, so
yeah,
he was studying.
Which is funny because like when he is about to give up on his dream, can you imagine like how much of a waste that would have been? Like if he like when he didn't give up, and now that he has like All Might's powers, once he masters All Might's powers, he's gonna be like, oh yeah, when I was 6, I wrote you down in my journal. You can do this. These are your weaknesses. These are your this. Like, become a villain if you want to. I'll fight you right now. Like,
see, and now that you mention that actually brings up a really good point. Compared to other main characters, he's a very interesting main character because a lot of these, like, especially for these animes that seem to, like, I guess be longer and become bigger, which obviously My Hero Academia is doing. I feel like the main characters tend to start off really, like, happy-go-lucky, not necessarily smart, but they survive off of pure, like, charisma. You know, people just love them because they're charismatic characters. You know, that goes for Naruto, that goes for Luffy. Everybody, they're charismatic. And he's not necessarily that way. Like, he's not really charismatic. He doesn't move people by what he does because he's timid, and he's kind of insecure because he didn't have a quirk for so long.
He only moves people through actions.
Yeah, he moves right off of adrenaline and actions, but he's really intelligent and well calculated in those situations. Except for his initial reaction where he's like, well, I'm just going to run in and hope for the best.
Right.
But it's a really different way to be moved by a main character from what we usually see in anime characters. So that's really interesting.
I mean, even when he, like, jumps in, though, like, think about if you had the need or want to, like, jump in. Like, there's a lot of factors that affects that. Like, first of all, like, there's fear. So, like, a lot of people would be like, oh, I'm going to jump in. But then they're just, like, they hesitate. You know what I mean? So it's just, like, he, like, goes in, no hesitation, and then also once he's already in, he, like, thinks about the situation really, really fast, ascertains the best solution, and he's just like, bam, let's do this. When he's, like, running in against the slime monster, he had no quirk, but then he thought about, like, the page in his notebook, and he threw his backpack at him. And so it's just, like, a lot of people would just be like, I'm running in, I don't know what I'm doing, but I can't think of anything either.
He just, like, goes in, like, I'll figure it out later. Future me will figure it out later.
Yeah. He's literally like,
he just goes
I'm smart enough. I mean, like, he doesn't think that, but, like, it's just, like,
in.
anyone watching could just be like, yeah, he's smart enough.
Well, he's really smart, but, like, that shows his heart, you know? Like, really what goes on in his heart, because at that moment, he's not acting off of his brain, which is really smart, but he's just acting off of pure heart.
And I love that.
Yeah, which says a lot about him, so...
Then we can mention his rival as well. You already know they
Who that?
They showed Bakugo off screen, so you already know that he was like,
motherfucker got stupid confident, boy.
He had on like
time's up. He was like, yeah, I did that.
He literally had on the gym, like the did you see like his outfit, like the black?
Oh yeah.
It was like a what is it called? They were at the gym.
Under Armour type of thing.
No. It was like a like sleeveless, but it has like. Right here, you know what I'm talking about?
What are you talking about? V-cut?
No, it's a type of shirt.
A tank top?
Yeah, tank top. So you have like a black tank top on. And then I guess that's like useful for his powers. Like we don't really know how. I don't think they explained how Bakugo's explosions work yet.
No.
Like so far as we know, he can just generate them. Yeah. But I would imagine that like clothes, like sleeves, like long sleeves and stuff, like a jumpsuit would like wear him down or like be in his way.
Still,
like,
because I still like, can he like do explosion far away, or did he have to touch them?
I don't think he has to touch them because like he's just generating an explosion at the base of his hand. I think it's just explosions
like,
from his palms.
What's his range? Like if he explodes from right here, like does it reach?
I would love to see that to his range. But obviously they would have to delve a lot more into Bakugo as a character. Hopefully we get that a little later on.
Only powers that really get a lot of explanation is All Might powers.
Yeah, like One for All. But even we don't have a lot of information.
The only thing we have is squeeze your buttocks and you good. You're good to go.
I feel like with the more character development we get with all the other characters, which I assume is going to happen because that's a really big factor into, I guess, the length of an anime and how successful it is how much other character development there is and how that plays into the primary plot of the whole anime. So it'll be fun to see everybody's powers explained because I'm sure they're going to do that. Why would they not? You know?
But I like it like that.
I like it too. And obviously, like we saw in this exam, is that there are some limits, you know, not just to All Might.
Big limits, right?
But yeah, there might be some limits to some others. So like that girl, like when you saw her, like she was like throwing up sparkles or whatever that was something.
I think it was like throw up, but it was like anime's way of being like, we're making this cute.
That was like a repercussion of some sort from everything that had just happened. So they obviously have some limitations, which is also interesting.
Yeah. That's also...
No, you good.
I was just going to say that's also interesting just because, like Marissa was mentioning character development, like you obviously can see like who's going to be relevant that was introduced in this like episode because we have Glasses Dude. Like he was thinking a lot. He like noticed Midoriya's actions.
He's
like,
I kind of like him though.
Right. And so it's just like you know that he's gonna be around. You know that like probably belly button guy is gonna be around.
Belly button guy, you know damn well that was his. That was his junk, his private bit.
Oh my god. And then I think the girl's name is Ochako or something like that. They said her name when they were doing the points, but. Ochako is the girl who like has like the flotation power, so you obviously know that like those 5 characters right now, I believe that's 5 are gonna be around, like Deku, Bakugo, the glasses guy, the belly button guy, and the girl. So I'm definitely like, obviously we saw in the preview like there's gonna be a lot more characters like in their class and stuff like that when they start to get into the school. So
it's gonna be lit.
We will be doing that probably right now. Yeah, and we'll get to that episode right now.
So make sure you just comment down below. Just tell us all the powers that we see so far. Which one is your favorite? Just let us know down below.
And we will all see you in the next episode 5.
Yes, and be sure to subscribe, guys. We'll catch you guys later.
And share, please.
Bye, guys.
Bye.